Alright guys, let's get back into some knives. This is going to be initial impression. I just got this in. This is the Turner CNC Elvia C. It's the compact Elvia model that they have in collaboration with Ed's Manifesto, Ed Calderon. If you guys aren't familiar with an Elvia, it's one inspired by something his mother carried. I don't know the whole lore, but it's basically a reverse edge in Picasso style knife that you hold like this. A lot of times the edges or the blade is angled a little bit forward, so when you're holding it reverse edge, when you point, the edge goes to it. Turner CNC has made an Elvia V1 and a V2. This is a larger one. Well, that model is. This is the smaller one. I did get the V2 a while ago, and it was a great knife, very good manufacturing. But for me and my purposes, I just didn't see myself carrying that larger knife. Not saying most people wouldn't use it, but I do, want this as a purpose of a defensive knife, but also something that's easy to EDC. It comes with this pocket sheath here. Well, it's got a pocket hook right there. They do come with a little tracker and clip on there you can install, so you can put it in waistband. For me personally, I'm probably gonna either pocket carry this or do something like this for my little budget Elvia. This is my Victorinox fruit knife. And I also got this little 3D printed sheath from Turner CNC, but I'll probably put a static line on there so I can have a little more versatility, because I don't know if I'll wear this in waistband, but I can still use it in waistband with the static line. The other defensive knife that I still have and use is going to be this. This is more of a specialized one. It's pretty nasty. You got to be pretty careful with this. This is the Clinch Pick 2.0 double-edged by Shivworks. I usually wear this appendix handle down on my off support side, so that way I can grab it with either hand below the belt line. And I can do that with it as well, because I can stick this kind of in my belt loop and this will catch with that, or I can use once I get the paracord I can make the static sheath. But yeah, Turner CNC have been machining stuff for a while. They've got a lot of stuff, a lot of collaborations, so definitely check them out if you guys aren't familiar with them already. But this one is in Magnica. This is their heat treat finish. I think it's like 62 or 63 HRC. If you guys see the machining on there, it's got a really nice hollow grind, and it's been pretty purpose-built because it got a pretty thick blade stock, but it terminates to a very thin edge, and then it gets thicker at the front to give it strength at the tip for stabbing. So I would feel confident with using this as like a get-off-me knife. It would do some damage, obviously with the stabbing and slashing, but also it makes like a nice little box cutter. With how abruptly thick this guy gets, I don't know if I'd use this for EDC, but it can do some, minor cutting and just trimming and stuff. This did have a clear scales on there, but I went ahead and wrapped it with the goon tape because I just like the way that feels in my hand. It feels very secure, and with the way the top is terminated up here as a thumb stop, it's going to prevent your hand from slipping down, plus the two little humps right there would do it. But yeah, I've wanted this size ever since I handled the first Elvia. I have also had the Emerson Elvia as well, the folder, but I felt like if I'm getting a defensive knife, it should be a fixed blade, and I've gone over that before in my just philosophies of defensive knives. I think a fixed blade is definitely more of a viable, or for me, for a fixed blade, or for a defensive knife. That's why these are usually, this is like an emergency low profile knife. This is one that's just strictly defensive. And this is more of a mix of a both. Well made, not too thin, not too thick, compact, and just right for my hand. I've got medium-sized hands, so this fits perfectly on there. But I think they do some amazing work, so I can't wait to kind of EDC this. I just got this in today. I probably won't be installing this, but I probably will try to source another sheath for clip carry. I'm talking to some people, maybe Jerry Hooligan for that, see if he has one available. But yeah, this is really nice. The stainless steel hardwares, they can be taken off with just pennies. It's just and there's like a small empty spot in between the scales that you can like store stuff. But I've already wrapped this, so it's kind of a moot point for me. It's got a little lanyard loop there if you need to. Like I said, I'll probably in a minute here just go ahead and add a static line to this bottom one here, and use that, and I like that because it's low profile, because I can still pocket carry it, or use that static line to like my belt, stick it in my waistband, stick it in my belt line, and it's going to be pretty versatile, so I do like that. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. You see how it naturally points when you're stabbing to where the tip is, and you can still cut stuff with it. Still have a little ramp side on there. It's a little bit beefier than the other Elvias I have, like from Copus Designs. They make some good ones, but this one is just it just looks more sturdy. Another thing, just before I let you guys go, I have gotten the 15V Micro Jimbo in pretty much as soon as it was available from one of the retailers. I got this from Indiana Knives. I sold the other one. I had the S30V Black G10 scaled one, but I did a review of it sort of last year when I had that one, and then as soon as I saw this was like revealed in one of the Spyderco reveal things, I just sold it because I knew I was going to get this one, and so far I'm very happy with it. I still need to do like a review of it if you guys are interested, but I did sharpen that, guys, to 17 degrees aside. It is nasty, nasty sharp. Matter of fact, let's just do some sharpness tests. And you guys are familiar with my Delica. If you guys have followed the channel for a while, this is my K390 Delica I've had for a while. And of course, the other main attraction is my 15V Spyderco Paramilitary 2. These are all, should be relatively sharp. These two have been used a bit. This one's been used this week, but not too heavily. And obviously this one's new. And I gotta say that the edge that they put on there at the Turner CNC place, they did a really good job. I don't feel any sort of burr on there. It's got a nice catch on there. I can feel it cutting in. It's nice satin finish on there. So I guess brand new. I haven't cut anything with this. Let's see how that does on just some magazine catalog paper. All right, that's pretty good. This one I wasn't too, enthused with when I first came, but this is like a Chinese-made, mass-produced knife. I did sharpen this though. As you can see, the bevels look disgusting, but I've sharpened them. So that one is gonna go on both sides. Oops, sorry, caught that. Looks like the back edge is a little, I gotta maybe get chipped there or something, who knows. Yeah, but this is a very thick bevel. It might just be the way I'm cutting it. I have used this for EDC before too when I didn't have any other knife. But the back edge is pretty sharp, but the front edge is just nasty. So this one is one I have to really be careful when I handle it. And as far as the Delica goes, this is at I think 15 or 16 degrees aside. K390, awesome steel, good old Spyderco. I think this is at 15 degrees aside now. So you see how that one cuts, and then this is one I haven't used too much, but I have been using it this week. This is not the factory edge. The factory edge they gave had left a pretty nasty burr on there. I wasn't happy with it, but it wasn't a big deal because I would sharpen it eventually. But yeah, that's the level of sharpness that I want in my carry knives. And I gotta admit, even though this terminates very thickly, they did a really good job at the Turner CNC shop. I mean, it's pretty damn clean, and like I said, it is catching a little bit on my skin, which means that they did deburr it and they apexed it pretty well. I just love the way this secondary bevel looks because of how thick it is at the tip. You guys see how thick that guy is? So it's going to give it some sliciness and strength. Not necessarily a do-it-all slicer, but strength with initiating out the cut's going to be super easy. But yeah, this is one in Magna Cut. I think they transitioned from 3V, which is just another good steel, but they went to Magna Cut. I have no problem with Magna Cut. I think it's a great all-around steel. It doesn't excel in like every single thing, but when you just want a good for everything steel, this is it. But yeah, it came in a box. Came with this stuff, a little thing of frog glue if you need it, 2 pennies, because you can use pennies to take off the hardware. But like I said, I've already wrapped it, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked to carry this, guys. Check that out. There's the Snake Reaper, their skull there. And there's a Turner CNC symbol, and M, I'm assuming, is for Magna Cut. And I went ahead and wrapped this, guys. This one was in the clear G10 scales. It was the last one available because that took too long, but I think they're all sold out now. But they have some different options. I might get another one of these to put a clip on it when they come back in stock, or I may try to source a second one. But yeah, what do you guys think of that one? I've been waiting for this one. I found some on a secondary, but they were weighing way more than retail. I gotta admit, this it must be like a hype thing with the Ed stuff, because most of the time on a secondary they go for a lot more than what they initially sold for, which I don't have a problem with. But I just feel bad because anytime I sold anything with Ed stuff. I didn't really have much patience, so I pretty much lost money on it, which isn't a big deal. I've lost money on pretty much all my knives. I'm not there to make money. I'm just trying to find the best tool for the job, and I'm thinking this will stick around for a while, hopefully. All right,